Okay, so we just went over Guy-Lussac's law. The next one is Avogadro's law. And with Avogadro's law, we're looking at something like a basketball, right? We're going to let the air out of the basketball, right? So we're going to lose a certain number of molecules of air, okay? Again, we're trying to get to, I will calculate the change in pressure, volume, and temperature using one of the constant gas laws, okay? So the first thing that we need to talk about is the fact that we're now dealing with the number of moles of the gas, right? And so sometimes we're not given the number of moles, we're given the grams, the amount of grams that there are. So we need to change the amount of gas molecules. Therefore, we need to understand how the mass of the gas is related to the number of moles of the gas. Okay. And so it's pretty simple, but it can be complicated if you haven't had chemistry. Um, so the grams to moles, right, or moles to grams, you're going to take the number of grams that they give you and divide it by what's called the molar mass. The molar mass of a substance is the total mass of all the atoms in the gas. So the mass of each atom can be found on the periodic table. Okay, so what we're looking at is this number down here. Okay, so for oxygen, its mass is 15.999. Okay. Oxygen molecules, however, appear in twos. There's always two oxygens that are bonded together when we're looking at oxygen gas. So because there are two oxygens, we would need to multiply this by 2 to get our molar mass. Okay. So I will show you that in our example, which is how many moles are in 73.5 grams of sulfur. Okay, so I will be right back and I will be explaining to you how to solve that to get the number of moles. Okay, and we're back. So we want to find out how many moles are in 73.5 grams of sulfur. Okay, so the first thing we need to know is what is the molar mass of sulfur? Okay, so the molar mass of sulfur is equal to the number of sulfurs that we have, which in this case it's 1, times the mass of sulfur, which is indicated on the periodic table. And so my periodic table says that it's 32.07. Okay, so 32.07. Okay, so then we're going to take the number of moles is equal to the number of grams, so 73.5 grams, divided by, now the units for the molar mass are grams per mole. Okay, and so that's our molar mass, so we're going to put 32.07 grams per mole. Okay, and we'll find that the grams will cancel and we're left with just moles. Then on our calculator, we do 73.5 divided by 32.07, and we get 2.29 moles. Okay? So that is how you change from grams to moles, because when we're looking at our P equal, or our ideal gas law, PV equals nRT, the N that we're talking about will be in moles. And so if you are given grams, you will need to change it to moles.